Hey everybody, what's going on? Just want to do a quick update on the Dave Mustaine situation with Gibson and all the new stuff that's happening. First of all, I want to say to all the naysayers out there, I told you. I called it. So Dave Mustaine is in fact signed with Gibson. And of course, there were some hints out there and a lot of us already knew this to be a fact. But early on, about 2 months ago, when he left Dean, people were saying that I was crazy because I said that Dave Mustaine was going to sign with Gibson. And the thing is, it's really not the choice you would guess him to make, because of the fact that he always liked the V-shaped pointy guitars like the Jackson, the Dean, and all the brands that he's been with, LTD. And Gibson is not famous for doing that. So my money was actually on Kramer. And here's the deal, I guess I was 50% right. Let me explain that a little bit better. He's actually coming up with at least 3 different V-shaped guitars. 2 of them are going to be Gibson and 1 of them is going to be a Kramer. And then an acoustic guitar, but we'll save that for last. So check this out. I was actually talking to one of the Gibson guys that I met at NAMM, and he was very secretive about all of this. And I can definitely understand why. I mean, they haven't announced anything yet, so he probably doesn't want to get in trouble. But he did hint at some stuff. First of all, apparently, and I am guessing this, there's going to be 3 different Gibson Flying V guitars. One of them is going to be the silver guitar with the black hardware that Dave Mustaine has got us all accustomed to. Also, apparently there's going to be a green burst with a stub tail as opposed to the string through design that he's been using throughout all these years. And third, apparently there's going to be a custom shop Dave Mustaine Flying V signature that you can see on this picture here. This is probably my favorite one because of the binding and the inlays on it. Now here's the catch, there's also going to be a Kramer model, and I think that's where the low-end guitars are going to go to. From what I gathered, Dave Mustaine did not want to have an Epiphone branded guitar. Because here's the deal, when you have an Epiphone guitar, it is guaranteed to be a lower end guitar than a Gibson guitar. But when you have a Kramer, you can't really tell whether it's a USA model, Korean, Chinese, or wherever the hell they want to make it. So it doesn't really encapsulate the guitar as being a cheap guitar or a lesser guitar. I mean, they do make Kramers in USA. So if you have the Kramer logo on your guitar, you can't really tell where the guitar was made and whether or not it's a cheaply made guitar or not. Of course, if that's the case, I am sure us guitar players are going to be able to tell the difference between a cheap guitar and a more expensive Kramer. But for most people and most fans, it's just going to go over their head. For most people, when you see the Gibson logo and the Epiphone logo, you know something's going on there. As far as we know today, all these guitars are going to have the Dave Mustaine signature Seymour Duncan pickups and the Explorer banana headstock. Now let me tell you about the one that really surprised us all. The Bloodburst Gibson acoustic guitar. Now that's a first for Gibson and I think for everybody. I don't think I've ever seen an acoustic guitar with 24 frets on it. That's ridiculous. I think it's actually kind of cool, and the body itself, it's a little bit smaller. So what Gibson had to do apparently to make that work is they had to change the bracing of the guitar around, and that actually gave them a boost in the mids that they didn't really have before. And apparently it worked out so well that they're going to use that design on other guitars as well. So that's awesome. Every time something new comes out that makes a company rethink the design and make it better, I am all for it. This guitar is actually going to be an electric acoustic guitar, so you're actually going to be able to amplify that guitar, which I think is going to be the right move because there's no other way you're actually going to be able to hear that 22nd, 23rd, 24th fret being played over a guitar that's playing chords. I am really intrigued though to see if that acoustic guitar is actually going to come out of a custom shop also, because I would really like to see it with an ebony fretboard. And the Vic Rattlehead headstock inlay, it's a nice touch. Well done guys. Anyway, we don't really have a lot more information as of today, but if anything comes up, I'll be recording a new video, so stay put. And if you enjoyed the content, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, drop me a comment in the comment section down below, and let me know what do you think about that Kramer versus Epiphone thing. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel like your man. And if you want to buy Pat a coffee and keep him focused, or if you want to keep your boy Pat hydrated with an IPA, just hit the join button down there and make it happen. I will really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Pat out. Metal on, dudes.